Okay, we're back, and we're still working on this awesome game. So, when they input a number into this form, we're doing it with the method post. So, we need to check if they sent something. So we'll do it before this, I guess. We'll just do it here. So, if it's set, and what we're sending is the number, and what they enter will be corresponding to number. So if that's set, and we want to make sure that it's not blank, and so the way we do an and if statement, like the or, is put two amber signs. And we want to check that it's not blank. The way we do that is not equal to instead of 2 equals. As long as it's not this, then we'll return, it will be true. That. So it's not blank. Then what we want to do is code inside here. So if they sent us a number, we want to say if it's bigger or smaller. Well, we've already got a random number because the last time, when we press start, it will set a random number. Then it will display the form. So there will be a random number. So we can access this random number with the session variable since it's saved across multiple pages. So that's how we're going to access it. And we're just going to put it into another variable to make it easier to write. So now we have our random number. Now we want to check if this random number is less than, equal to, or greater than. So let's actually create a function for this. We don't have to, but I want to go over what a function does. So we're going to create a function, and we're going to say check number, and then we need a number, so we're going to send it something. And then we open it up. And now we're going to create our function, and we can use this in the rest of the code. So if the number is lower than, actually we need to send it 2 pieces of data. I'm wrong. We need to send it the random number and the number that the user gave to us. So if the random number, if the number that the user gave to us is less than random, we want to return, we want it to be higher, so let's return higher. An else if statement, the number is the same as rand, we'll return correct. Then otherwise, we'll just return lower because that's the only other thing it can be. So instead of the equal signs here, we're using a less than sign. That's same as that's checking if this is a lower number than this. So now that will return something. It'll either return higher, correct, or lower, depending on which number is bigger. So let's go to where we're checking this. So we got our random number, and we want to grab the number that the user gave to us. So we use our special post thing, and we called it number, so let's put a number there. And we want to say, let's create a new variable result equal to wherever the check number function gives us. And the check function needs us to send the random number and the number that the player gave us. So let's send those by doing it random, then a comma, random, and then the other value. And you have to send it in the right order, otherwise it will glitch out. And so when this is called, it will go, oh, we need to do this function. We'll run this, and wherever it returns will be put into this variable. Well, if it's lower or higher, we want it just to say higher or lower for now. We'll do score and stuff, but so as long as it's not correct, we want to repost the form down here. Yes, down here. So let's see so if result is not equal to correct, all we want to do is echo what happened, and then a new line. So again, our dollar, so we can make this, and a break line. Let's close that off. And otherwise, we want to, I'm losing my train of thought. If they did get it correct, since it's not equal to correct, it's going to run this. If they did get it correct, we want to end the game and say you won. So the way we do that is we're going to say we want to end the game. So session game equals false, and we want to get rid of, so if they play this again, we don't want them to have the same random number, so we say unset, and session random, and basically this will make sure, this will get rid of, basically this value will be deleted out of memory. We can't use it anymore. That's basically what will happen. So now that we do this, we want to say you win. And because game is now false, it will actually echo out the instructions again. So let's put breakpoints, and then they can play again. So let's show how this works. Send. Let's just do index. So it's asking for a number. So let's do 50. Oh, well, it's higher that we have to go. So let's do 75. Nope, it's lower. I'm going to get this eventually. 65. You win. So the number was 65. You can see it outputs the instructions again. If you press start, it'll start the game over. So it's very cool. So 99, 66, and you can play around with this if you want. 33, oh, it was 33. What are the chances? You win. And then you can keep playing again and again. But we want a scoring system. We want to say how many guesses it took. Well, the way we can do this is each time they guess, we'll be calling this function. So all we have to do is add another session variable under it and say, let's say count or score. And instead of putting plus equals or equals session score plus 1, you can do plus plus, which means increment it by 1. And so if this is equal to nothing, it will increment to 1. It's just how it works. However, you more than likely want to, right here is, you more than likely want to just set it to 1 or 0. So now every time we call a number, it's going to increase this by 1. And if we get it correct, we want to say how many guesses it took. So the way we do this is, it took you, and we want to go outside these, put a dot to add something, or sorry, yeah, that's right, outside these, a dot, and how many, the session, and score. Go back in, guesses. So now we have a score. So we'll start this up, 25, that's 50 maybe, 77, 80, 90, oh, it's really high, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, it hates me, 93, 92, 91, you win, and it took me 14 guesses. So as you can see, this is a really basic game, but I hope you understood this tutorial and that it gave you some tips and tricks for the future if you want to make your own games. And we'll get on to bigger and better stuff in the future. Thanks for watching. This was someone 999992. Yes, I know that's a lot of nines.